I'm live, finally. Hey, my name's Gary. You are going to be watching our weekday harmonica lesson number 7. They are not sequential. Every Monday we start over. So if you are thinking, hey, I'd like to play harmonica, you're going to go to mammothgardens.com and click on the pretty girl that that has a harmonica. It's there. It's ridiculous that's what I did. That's where we post everything. Mammothgardens.com. Check on the harmonica page, and everything you need to know is there. All of our sheet music and all that stuff is all posted there. Um, People will be coming in. I got the link posted late, so people are probably right now going to the wrong site. They're going to yesterday's lesson. But so theoretically, we're all set up for today. Hopefully, the sound is good. I'm going to double check that the link is working correctly. We play diatonic harmonica every day, and we play a little bit of chromatic harmonica every day. So you'll become a great harmonicist. The Evelyn, 60 degrees and raining in the Andes. Your sound is good today. Thanks, Evelyn. First in, last out last night, first in today. Evelyn is a serious musician. She's going to be able to. She's going to be. We're going to be seeing her in a lot of concerts with Shakira coming up, and so just get your tickets early. Vicky is in. Hey, Vicky, good to see you. And let's see, Melissa made it in today. Good morning from beautiful, beautiful Boulder. Boulder, one of the great cities in the world. I went to college up in Boulder, so I'm a tiny bit biased. What's this going on? What else do I have to talk about today? We have a lovely group of tunes that we are playing, by the way. I don't know if any of you have figured that out, but we're doing great with the music. And I have a whole bunch more harmonica stuff already done, so I'm excited about getting that all reposted and up on the website. So today we're working on When the Saints Go Marching In, You Are My Sunshine, Amazing Grace, Daisy Bell, Edelweiss, Happy Birthday. And then on chromatic, we're going to play Beautiful Dreamer. So we have really, really solid group of tunes to play. We'll start. By the way, if you're watching the replay of this video, it's 11:02. We will start in 3 minutes, so you could fast forward through the getting everybody loaded in. Let's see who else has showed up. Louise is here. 100 degrees next week. At least here it's in. Louise, where are you at? Why did I have it in my head you were local? I don't know why. Luis, where are you living? Where are you living? It's going to be 100 degrees. Oh my gosh, I got you mixed up somehow. Tell me where Talent. I don't know where Talent is. 100 degrees, Luis. Oregon. Oh, you grew up in Denver. Okay, maybe that's why I have it in my head. So 100 degrees in Talent, Oregon. That's not right. Oregon's north. It's supposed to be colder up there. That's crazy. Yeah, this has been a hot summer in a lot of North America. So Evelyn, on the other hand, she's down there basking in the rain, 60 degrees, living in the Andes. She can go down the street and look at the turtles. It's kind of a long street, but Marcia's here. Marcia's a harmonica fanatic, good player. Kay is here. Kay's chromatic arrived. Yay! Ray, where's my chromatic? No, maybe I'll use this one today. I have 3 now. That's kind of level of stupid I am. The chromatics have the button. Okay, if you want to play all the music, you have to have the one with the button. If you want to play plenty of good tunes, this one's absolutely lovely. Perfectly fine to play one of those. All right. Some of you are more serious about this than others. Right? Let's see. Vic is here. Vic has been also playing a ton of guitar with me, oddly enough, ukulele and guitar. Let's see. Christine Bozeman checking in. Our Bozeman crew is serious. Bozeman is going to be one of these days when we're let out of the house. I'm going to go to Bozeman because I want to meet this Bozeman crew that's rolling around up there. We're only 20 miles over the California border. Oh. So southern. So the only town I know down there, my family lives in, my wife's family, let's be clear. I don't lay claim to them, lives in Eugene, Oregon. And so I've been there. I've been to Portland. Been to a place called, where's the place where they build those ukuleles? It's on a river. I want to say White River, but I don't think that's right. Been up there. Oregon's beautiful. Oh, when I was a kid, we went to the beach with the rock on it. Yeah, by in Oregon. I don't know, what do you call that? That beautiful beach that there's always a photo of it. I've been there. Let's see, Gary. Good morning. Have you tried the Android app called Harmonica Tuner? It shows graphically what notes you are playing. Oh, I haven't tried that. That's interesting, Gary. I haven't used any of the Harmonica apps. I'm sure that there's a ton out there. Probably a bunch with tabs in them, I would guess. Yeah, fascinating, Gary. Give it a try. Let us know, and you can give us a review of what you think of it. Susan is back. Pauline is back. Lanny, Deb is here. Don't be confused. Deb is not Lanny. Goodness sakes. Louise is Bend, near Bend, Oregon. Bend. Maybe that's right. Bend, Oregon. Maybe that might be. Is it where? Here's what I remember. There's a bunch of wineries there, and then you go kind of up this canyon, and then right across the river is Washington, and then so it might be Bend. That sounds right, Louise. I want to go to that Shakespeare festival they have. Southern Oregon. Can't remember the town that's in either, but I understand that it's pretty good. We have a Shakespeare festival here in Boulder, and after I've gone to about 1,000 performances there, I say, yeah, it used to be better, right? I don't think that's true, but they do it every summer, so because it's easy and close, and you start to get judgmental, right? Let's see. Visiting from Bozeman. Just went back yesterday. It's gorgeous. Yeah. I was in Bozeman when I was a kid. Like I was about 8 years old. I remember. I remember there being popsicles there. That's what I know about Bozeman. Let's see. Cannon Beach. Cannon Beach. That's the one with the giant rock. Yeah, that's the one I remember as a little kid going to. Yeah. Hey, Kat, welcome in. Marianne, can't wait for today's lesson. Well, you have to wait. You have to. Oh, no, you don't have to wait. It's like, let's get going. Ashland, that's the other place with the Shakespeare Festival. Melissa is an expert on all of the places I have been. So that sounds like Hood River. That's the place. That's where I've been. I've been to Hood River. It was lovely, by the way. Oh, you did. You worked for the Shakespeare Festival. Cool. Nice. Noob in from Argentina. Welcome. All right. So we got Ecuador, Argentina, Oregon, Boulder. I mean, honestly, we got all of the awesome places. Got bit by a bug last night somehow, and it's driving me crazy. So all through this lesson, I'm going to be doing this. Let's get going. Some of you are newer. Some of you have been around a week or more. Once you played the harmonica for 2 weeks, you are a harmonica expert, and you are hereby required to start teaching it. And hey, John, Illinois. I've driven through Illinois. That's what I think the closest I can say that. Oh, I was in Chicago once. One time, and the wind was going, and the sleet was going. And I'm positive that it was defying gravity, and it was not the coldest I've ever been, but it was brutal. So harmonica is not this super complicated instrument. That's what we love about it. It's supposed to be fun. You're goofing off with it. You're making some honking noise. Sometimes you get the melody out right. Sometimes you don't. We don't take this seriously until you're really good, and then we take it seriously, right? And you're going to be really good by this Friday when you can then start taking it seriously. So I like to warm up with, as always, with our diatonic harmonica and C. Just make sure somewhere on it says C. If yours is in a different key, you can still play. It's just we won't sound good together. But when you turn me off, you can play the tablature just fine, and it comes out at a different pitch and a different note that you're playing, but it works just fine. All diatonic harmonicas are set up with the identical pattern of notes, so you can play all of the harmonicas. But for class, you want one in C so that you and I sound more or less the same. Let's see. We're going to go down to on the diatonic notes, and we're going to play the key of C major. Remember, if there's nothing on it, if it just says 4, you blow into hole 4, and if there's a minus sign in front of it, you draw on hole 4. Your goal is to get your lips pursed enough so that the sound is going only through one hole at a time. as you get better, you're going to be able to loosen up that pinched face that you're making, and you'll still be able to get air through one hole. Your inner mouth starts to work better. The muscles start to work better. Let me remind you, you should have washed your hands already, because you're going to probably be sticking your finger in your mouth, which is kind of gross. You should have brushed your teeth, because I ate some popcorn immediately before this lesson, and I was like, oh, brother, now I'm going to end up with popcorn in here. So I went and brushed my teeth. Drink plenty of water when we're playing, not coffee, not whiskey, not wine, water. You want to keep your lips moist and keep your mouth just nice and wet. And I usually swish it around a little bit and then swallow to get whatever remaining junk is in my mouth. It's kind of gross, but it's what we do. And then sit up tall and pretty, right? This is where the air comes from. Your air is going to come from your belly. I've been working on getting my belly nice and filled up with extra calories so that I can help use it to pull air in and push air out. We don't want to breathe from our neck. And between every note, two, 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 use your tongue to touch the top of the roof of your mouth, and then to hold the harmonica, this and this. Okay, there's your 1 minute review, which I get tired of doing every day, and you're going to get tired of listening to it, but we're still going to do it anyway. All right, written C major scale. We start with blow 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make that last note twice as long as the ones before it, because it's a half note. I am going to get out a little sheet on how to read standard notation and standard music, but it starts with reading the length of notes. So all of those are quarter notes that just have the stem with the filled in dot. They're all worth 1. The last one has a hole in the middle, and that's worth 2 beats. Let's do it one more time from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was having struggle there, and the minute I got up to 7, I started having weird sound, realized I had slumped down, right? Picked up my posture, in better shape. One last time from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. Also, those of you that are going to master this instrument, you're a couple of days away from being a harmonica master, you might start messing with that minor scale. It goes all the way up to draw 10, okay? But it's another way to warm up your harmonica. We're not going to do it today. I'll spend a little bit of time over this in the next couple of days thinking about the best way to present that, but it's not a bad idea when, like even before you come into the broadcast here each day, stop by this, warm your harmonica up, play the C scale once or twice, then play that A minor scale. That will open up these ones as well. And it sounds quite different as a scale, but your harmonica will also pull that one off. So maybe I don't know, because playing a draw 10 sometimes makes you sad. I'm going to think about whether we want to include that in our morning warm up. Okay. Next thing I'd like to do is play When the Saints Go Marching In. Again, I recommend you just have your book set up in alphabetical order, all the diatonic harmonica stuff in one section, and then all of the chromatic stuff in the back in its own section. And I would just run everything alphabetically. It's just going to save you time finding your paperwork. If you're working off an iPad, obviously you can just click and it's a much faster, easier thing. But to be honest, I have a little Kindle-based iPad type thing that I use. and it's fine. But it really, at the end of the day, I'm not sure 3 years later you have all of your chicken scratching from your history with that song, and you are more likely to be. Well, it's just kind of pleasant to find that, hey, I used to play it this way. Now I play it this way. I'm getting better. All right. When the Saints go marching in, we start with a blow 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. All right, there we go. By the way, guest appearance by Henry. And all of these months, he has never decided that he wanted to be in the show. He hates stringed instruments, so he does not want anything to do with the guitar, the ukulele, baritones, none of that. But apparently, harmonica gets him to show up, probably to tell me to stop playing. So that's my cat. Let's go on to You Are My Sunshine. Hey, Don, welcome in from Longmont. Up in Longmont, they have trains. They go through every 5 minutes, and if you are live in an area where trains come through, you almost have to have a harmonica, right? As part of your required accessories to live in an area with a lot of trains. All right, let's play You Are My Sunshine. We start on blow 3. I'm going to count in 4. We have that rest at the very front of the sheet music. Notice that little wiggly there in measure 1, the very first thing, that wiggly, that's a quarter note rest. And so it's good to get to know what that looks like. It looks like that on all sheet music certainly since the Baroque period is this little wiggly thing. And we take those seriously, okay? And some of the instruments we take it less or more seriously, but on a blown instrument, you really do pay attention to those, okay? Count in 4 and then the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Hey, Renee, welcome in. Okay, you are my sunshine. I would say when I'm driving around in the car, I got one of these in the car. That's what I play is those two songs, right? Because you can kind of pick them out just by getting the first note right, and you'll notice on all of the sheet music, the list that I have on the website, I'll give you the first note, right? So for Amazing Grace, which we're going to play next, go ahead and switch over to Amazing Grace. We start with a blow 6. And so if you start with a blow 6, then in your head, you're like, all right, it's May. So it's going to be up, zing, even higher, in grace. And so you sort of can feel the motion of the song in itself. You don't have to be able to see it on the paper to know, hey, the next note's probably higher. I'm going to go up 1. And if it doesn't sound right, then I'm going to try drawing and see if that works. And if that doesn't work, I'll go up to 2 and see if that works. And so you can start to fish your way around this a little bit. And especially on songs that you enjoy playing, you can sort of accidentally end up with your own tablature, and it's good for your brain too, because then you start remembering, hey, this song goes like this, and I'm not going to use any sheet music, and we'll see how close I get. And you end up memorizing songs on accident. So that's a fun thing to do. All right, Amazing Grace, we're in 3. There's 3 beats in each measure. And this has more than just quarter notes and half notes. We also have eighth notes in here. So at the end of measure 1, you'll see a half note. That's the one with the dot with a hole in the middle. That's worth 2 beats. And then zing grace, the zing is 2 eighth notes, and they're tied together by the little flag, we call it, that connects the 2. That turns them into eighth notes. So they're half beat. So those will go faster. Okay. So we have all 3 types of notes in here. I don't think we have any dotted ones. Oh, we do have one dotted one. When we get to measure 7, that note lasts forever. It's that a wretch like me, 2, 3, 4, 5. It lasts for 5 full beats. So that note is really, really long. And otherwise, it's either a quarter note, which is worth 1, half note worth is worth 2, and eighth notes, which are worth a half each. Okay. Let's give it a try. We start on blow 6. Remember, you're going to go clear up to blow 9. So you've got to be committed to playing these ones up here high. Again, if you breathe from your belly, you're going to get a better tone than if you're breathing from your neck, trying to force sound through that hole. Okay. From this blow 6 on 3. 1, 2. Okay, 2 times through is enough on that one. What I notice when I'm playing that is that 8s and 9s are much harder to play than 6s and 7, right? And so again, I think patience, let yourself grow with your harmonica. Sandy made it, Sandy is in. Okay, but give yourself patience when you get a crummy sound coming, either blowing or drawing on an 8 or 8 or a 9. You're going to get a crummy sound when you're blowing an 8 or 9. Do the best you can. Let it be the sound that it is, and then move on. I obviously was struggling quite a bit with some of my draw 8s, and even the blow 9 was being a little bit fussy today. I do think when you're getting ready to sit down and play harmonica, if you warm up and get those reeds a little bit warmer, I do think they'll end up cooperating a tiny bit better for you. Okay, there's Amazing Grace. That's a toughie, I think. Okay, Daisy Bell, let's go on to your next song. This will be a one-time best shot. Okay. What we want to do is we're now working on, again, with 9s and 8s, and those will be more fussy than the 6s and 7s. And again, I noticed I got super lazy on that one. I wasn't doing my 2s, right? And all of a sudden I'm all fishing around like, what in the heck note am I even on? So when you start to feel yourself sort of creating just a mess of sound, start sticking your 2s, making sure that you're putting your 2s in clearly. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It just gives a nice crisp beginning and end to the notes, and will help. I do think it plays a pretty important role, at least initially when you're learning harmonica, to do those 2s. That way, when you start taking them away, you understand why you're taking them away. And you won't always play every single note with a 2, but in the beginning, probably you should. Okay. Now, all of that hole we got to use to get this song started. Okay. It's in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we start right away. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 6. Okay. So in this one, notice in measure 3, you have a dotted quarter note, and that's important to pay attention to. Anytime a dot follows a piece of regular notation, that means you're going to hold the value of that note 50% longer. So if you go to measure 3, we have 2 eighth notes. Those are worth half a beat. Give me your, okay, and your is a full beat, and is going to be a beat and a half. It's a dotted quarter note, and then the eighth note under sir is quick. And sir do, and then make sure you hold the do, that blow 6 for 4 beats. Okay, so don't. I think what I notice, especially with newer musicians, is we tend to not pay any attention to that line up there at all. And then because we're just, okay, I'm blowing a 6, I'm drawing a 7, whatever. You want to be also listening with your ears. Am I making sense of what the song is supposed to be? And then I do think those of you who are chilling, if you are younger and you don't know these songs, which is about 4 of you, of 25 probably, that you've listened to the MP3 on the website. Okay, go to the harmonica page at mammothgardens.com. I got they're all showing up there, and just go listen to them. Make sure you have a general sense of how the song is supposed to go. If you aren't from 1892, it is possible that you don't remember this was the #1 song from 1892, according to Wikipedia, which is never wrong. All right, here we go. Blow 9. I'm going to count in 4, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to play that again. Okay. focused in. Much harder, right? Much tougher up here. That's why we work on it. It's going to sound more like a whistle up there than there's that sort of train sound that happens down here. And blues players, right? They hang down on the lower side of this to get all those cool, funky, bended chords in here. But as melody players, we're going to play up here a lot to have that nice whistle come out over the top. And it comes in spurts, and at least initially, I've played up here just fine some days, and other days I can't get a darn note out at all. So let's see if we can improve on that last effort. Okay, from measure one, I'll count in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little better for me. Hopefully you did a little better. I'm coming along, right? Whew, a lot of air. Well, I noticed in the middle of that song, right, there's so many draws, you start to get a little panic because you're getting too much air inside of you. So when that happens, right, you got to get kind of dump it out a little bit. Okay, you can make some more room. Daisy Bell, that's a fun one. All right, Edelweiss. Those of you who are new this week, this is the easier of the 4 songs that we're adding in this week. So it stays sort of in the middle of your harmonica. There is a draw 8 in here, but for the most part, it stays, in a more comfortable range. So if you're working on not being sad about harmonica, start with, like we do, When the Saints Go Marching In and You Are My Sunshine, and then go to Edelweiss, get yourself where you're like, yep, I can totally knock this thing out, and then go do some of these harder songs that will cause you to have to work a little bit harder. Okay, Edelweiss. By the way, play through it twice. How are we doing on time? We're fine. We're going to play through it twice. We get to the end of 32, right? And normally we have a first and second ending, but this one is pure. Okay, so you go down to 32, go back, play again, 32. When we get to 32, here's your first chord. Okay, it's a C chord. So when we get there, bless my homeland forever. Okay, I want you to, because you're going to come in at 7. Okay, and I want you, we're going to use these down here. We're going to use holes 1, 2, and 3. We haven't used them yet. Okay, just go down, take your, stuff this thing up in your mouth, no longer pursing your lips, but just open up your face, get the whole harmonic in there, and hit multiple things. And we'll have a nice wah to end up Edelweiss. It'll sound stupid, but it's the idea of getting that C chord, just a nice big deep C chord, wah, and that's how we'll finish the song. Okay, so measure 33, you're going to play a full chord there. Okay, first chord we've allowed. You've probably been playing chords all along, right? But this is the first one we're planning on playing. All right, we'll start with a blow 5. I'm going to count in 3, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. big chord at the end, right? And you could do a big chord at the end up higher. I don't know. That's not as cool. So you're blowing multiple holes that way. And notice in a key of C, and you got 500 measures, right? 33. How often the C chord comes up. So if you are blowing a note and you're sitting on a C chord, sometimes it's cool to go ahead and open up just a little bit and do multiple notes there once you're sure you've got the melody really dialed in. Let me give you an example. If you start off with Edelweiss, Edelweiss, so I might put a chord in on measure 5 just to see what it sounds like. Let me see what it would happen. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So be mindful that it will always work on the last measure, right? Always like whom, because now we're done. But so just be kind of thoughtful about sometimes the chord makes sense and sometimes it doesn't. But it's worth trying it from time to time when you're like, yep, I totally know how to play this melody. I'm going to start tossing in a C chord here or there. Most of the time you want to do that when you've got measure 15, for example. You got three beats of blow 7 followed by 3 more beats of blow 7 in 16. You look happy to meet, wah, right? Adding a little bit of chord on 16. It's worth messing around with. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's see. Oh, Valerie finally made it in. Sick mom required chicken soup from her favorite restaurant. Yeah, boy. One of the things that we didn't know as young people growing up is that at some point you get to take care of your parents, and you get signed up, and you don't have a choice, and all of a sudden you're in charge, and you have to do the pillbox, right? And I know lots and lots of you have had experience with caring for older people, and so thank you. And by the way, Valerie, anytime you want to bring me chicken soup, I'm game. Okay, can't eat it from 10 to 11 or from 11 to 12, whatever. We can't eat it during this time period because we would get chicken soup on our harmonica, and then we'd have to clean the harmonica. Those of you guys that are playing every day, just get under the notion that you're going to be cleaning this out sooner rather than later. That's why you're showing up, right? Because you're pretty unlikely to play harmonica unless you're hanging out with me. So you have this hour every day where hopefully you're closing the doors to your house, shutting the windows, knocking it out. Or better yet, you're taking the laptop out onto the patio, the front patio, and for your front porch, and just playing it, making the entire neighborhood hear you. Allowing them the opportunity to enjoy your beautiful music that you're making. All right. Happy birthday. Let's play it. Okay. All of you guys yesterday were telling me all about your happy birthday experiences. So find somebody having a birthday and call them up. Make them sit and listen to it on their phone. They'll thank you. They'll be very happy you did that. 2 beats, and then we blow 6. Ready? 1, 2. Let's play it again from the top. 1, 2. Right, add your chord on at the end. What I was noticing there is I was getting kind of a pinched, not particularly pleasant sound tonality in 9/8 and 7. You know, the below 9/8 and 7 up there on 5. So I thought, Gary, focus in on just dropping your belly, getting from your gut instead of up here, which I have a tendency to do. And boy, the tone just came right up with it with that. So just as you're playing, just be super mindful that, hey, when I'm getting a crummy tone, am I breathing from my neck? And if I am, I got to change. Okay. All right. That's our our diatonic section for the day. Many of you have now made the leap to the button. And so let's go talk about Beautiful Dreamer. Yesterday we didn't have a chance to play much of it. Today we'll play more of it. All right. So okay, remember, this is way, 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 way harder. Okay, and so one, cut me some slack, and two, you know, the one we found that was $35. It's a Swan. I've been playing it. It's okay. Seems fine. And so hopefully you guys will be giving me feedback on this. This one's hard. So those low notes, right? Yeah, you're going to go way down to draw one. This, right? And so it what happens when you're playing chromatic music is the range expands. Okay, so whereas we can fit Happy Birthday on, we can fit Yankee Doodle on, we can fit these songs that are a little bit tighter in their overall range in this song, while we can't fit those on diatonic, it's much easier to fit those onto this instrument, and you can fit a lot more as well. So like this one is 3 full octaves, whereas this one's a little bit over an octave and a half, right? So there's twice as many notes just the range wise, plus you get all the blacks and whites and all of the other notes on this one as well. So you have a lot more ability on this one, but it's also quite a bit harder to play. And so just be patient with yourself as you learn that. Those of you guys that bought the $35 Swan, this guy, I do want to hear from you in terms of overall your experience with it and making sure that it's working for you. Because if we're going to continue to recommend that as an inexpensive chromatic, I want to make sure that you guys are having a positive experience with it. A lot of times a $35 instrument is highly suspicious. Those of you who have been around a while know you're much better off with a $64,000 Steinway. Let's lay that out there. Everything less than that, there's sometimes a bit of a crapshoot as to whether you're going to get a decent instrument or not. All right, we're going to start from them. We're going to play this whole thing. Okay, let's do this. Rather than playing it twice through, we will die. Today, let's play the intro, and then let's play just straight through to the end. So let's just play 1 through 61. That should be enough for today. And then tomorrow we'll try playing the whole darn thing. Okay? Because you're supposed to repeat 12 through 56 on this guy. And that's a lot. There are 2 sets of verses in there. Two sets of verses. There are 2 verses in there. And actually, if you read the words, you're like, this is surprising that this was written in 1862. No wonder Stephen Foster is as famous as he is. He lived for a very short time, had alcohol issues, died young. But what he wrote is still super, super relevant today, because he was writing like these words here with, you know, I mean, honestly, it sounds like he just wrote it last week. And it's sad that more people don't know about Stephen Foster. He's one of my guys. All right. First shot, best shot, then we're out of here. Okay, get your swans out if you got it. If not, you can either sit and listen, or you can turn the sound down and play "You Are My Sunshine" again. All right, here we go. From the top, 1, 2, 3. Gonna have to start practicing, guys, because I'm running out of air by the end of this class. So there you go. You at least got the idea of how the song goes, right? I didn't play it well, and boy, you start pushing this button, and you start sort of get addicted to it. Like, oh gosh, I'm going to push it on everything. So you got to show a little bit of discipline there, reading the music a little bit carefully, and then we will ultimately talk about how all of that shows up onto the standard notation line. A lot harder to read, a lot more work to do that, a lot more chance for errors and stuff. But it's definitely worth the investment in time. And you're in no hurry, right? You're not dying anytime soon. You got 50 years left to go. We got plenty of time to get where you're just reading all of the sheet music and just playing everything on chromatic and having a great time. So Louise says, that sounded hard. Lots of fun. It's not hard if you play it well, right? And I didn't necessarily do that. I will practice tonight. How about that? I have a wife who has a mixed opinion of harmonica. She's been very kind, but sitting around practicing it maybe isn't the first thought on my head at night. It's we gotta take the trash out. So anyway, hope you guys had fun today. Hope we're continuing to grow and develop as musicians. Well, I will always be. I never know exactly what I'm supposed to teach you in this class. I'm still fishing around trying to figure it out. You guys will, again, give me feedback. Let me know what is working for you, what's not working for you. I know, right? 8, 9, and 10 are not working for you. That part I know. But in terms of songs that you want to play, go through and look at the list on the harmonica site. Let me know. A couple of you have tossed me emails and said, hey, I'd like to do this one sooner rather than that one. That's helpful to me. I want this harmonica experience to be funny and silly and one of the goofiest things you've ever done. But at the end of it, I want you to be able to play harmonica like nobody's business. And I want you to have the tunes available that you like to play. So don't be shy about it. Let me know what's going on. And that's enough for today. It's 11:51. Get out of here. Go forth and harmonica-ize. And I will see all of you guys hopefully tomorrow. And we'll just keep moving forward. So have a wonderful some of you it's afternoon, right? I'm just, some of you are still morning. Those of you out west, you're still morning. So get your morning coffee done. I want to drink my morning coffee. They don't give you a straw anymore, right? We're saving the whales. So I have to drink it like this, and I don't like it. I like a straw, but I get it, right? Straws are bad, so whatever. I don't think that they're as bad as people say they are, but I don't know. So I'm going with the straws are bad crew. Let's see. Renee, good to see you, Kat. Have a great day. Melissa, love that chromatic. Lots of work with all those inhales on the button. Yeah, and guys, not all of the songs are going to be that terrible. Danny Boy is terrible, but not all of the songs in chromatic will be as terrible. There won't be quite as many. The reason that one's tough, go play Ash Grove and you'll see there's a lot more blows on there, and so you don't run into this business of sucking in. But when it's in a key of D, we'll be doing a lot more inhales, and you'll keep filling up your lungs, and you'll be right. So, all right, the chromatics is going to be fun. The diatonic will be fun. All of it will end up making you better, smarter, stronger, and have nice solid lungs. So keep at it. All right, guys, I'm going to disconnect. Let's see. Deb, mahalo to you. Pauline, that was fun to learn how to breathe with the 6 straw nose. Yeah. And I noticed a lot of air comes out of my nose, right, when I'm getting on. I noticed that I'm dumping a lot of it out there, so that probably is at least helpful to think about. All right, guys. So Marianne, have a great day. I'm hitting the end. Have a good one.